Even though the Matt Gaetz nomination went down in flames, Democrats are a long, long way away from being able to stop Trump's Project 2025 and the overthrow of American democracy. Look no further than what reporters have just revealed about Trump's secret and massive payoff to Elon Musk. I'm going to show video of Trump setting up the payoff, but first, it's important to understand that even though the secret payoff has been exposed, it still has a good chance of going through. Why? Because the Gaetz fiasco was really just a head fake to disguise the real distraction, which is carried out by flooding the zone. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Trump team is being guided by the Russians, and the Russians know how to play chess. And right now, they are in the middle of a two-step double distraction built around outrageously incompetent cabinet nominees. First, the head fake with Gaetz, and then flooding the zone with equally dangerous people. Pete Hegseth, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., to name a few. It's just not likely that Senate Republicans have the stomach nor the backbone to reject all three of these people, which would make their total number of rejections 4. And even if they did, it clears the way for racist fanatic Tom Homan to throw children in cages again because they are brown and they appeared on our southern border. But the point is this. While Democrats are mobilizing to keep our democracy from being devoured by right-wing Trump toadies, Trump's team is giving the country over to select oligarchs like Elon Musk. So yes, the media, and even alternative media, are being consumed by the trailer trash gossip coming out of Mar-a-Lago. Meanwhile, Elon has been placed as a co-chair, along with Vivek Ramaswamy, to an unofficial and unauthorized government department on efficiency. And even here, press coverage has been largely superficial as to what is going on. CNN contributor Bakari Sellers, a former South Carolina state representative, completely misses the point with this comment.
But I just have to give some props to Susie Wiles here for a moment, because she put Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk kind of out the pasture. She put them in the kids' playground. She put them over there in the sandbox.
Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, on the other hand, knows precisely what's going on. Listen to her.
Like, it's a joke. And honestly, I think this is really more so about self-dealing. When you look at the amount of contracts that someone like Elon Musk has had with the federal government, when you look at Vivek, these are guys who have benefited from federal contracting. And honestly, I think that they are looking for additional ways to enhance themselves, while at the same time probably minimizing oversight and those that would actually say there is a conflict, this is a problem, and no, this should not happen. I honestly think that this subcommittee is going to try to stop the work of those Democrats like my ranking member, Jamie Raskin.
What Sellers fails to pick up on, that Crockett zeroes in on, is that congressional approval is not the game plan here. Musk and Ramaswamy are going to cut government programs all over the place. They are, once again, going to flood the zone. And within those cuts are going to be places where their own companies can pick up government contracts. Listen to Trump describe how it's going to be done.
Could you get him? We need Starlink. And I call Elon. He got it for him so fast, saved so many lives. And I said, how was it? They said, better than the wires. They couldn't put them in. They were all gone. So
I used it recently in Utah in the mountains.
Did you find it good?
Oh, it's phenomenal. It's the size of a iPad. You just set it down on the ground. You get high-speed internet. It's incredible.
We're spending, just to show you, we're spending $1 trillion to get cables all over the country, right? Up to upstate areas where you have like 2 farms and they're spending millions of dollars to have
a cable. Well, talk about the $42 billion that was wasted on this internet access program. The United States, they didn't get anybody access to internet.
They haven't hooked up one person
Not
yet.
one person. They spent $42 billion. They could have gotten Starlinks to everybody with that kind of money.
For almost nothing.
Yeah.
For a monthly charge.
And it would have been incredible. And it's high-speed internet everywhere you want to go.
And of course, when it comes to Trump, it's always based on lies. First of all, the government did not spend $1 trillion. And second of all, most of the money has actually not been spent. But the biggest lie of all that both Rogan and Trump keep pushing is how good Starlink service is. No, it's not. Here's a tiny little fact they ignore. That Musk's Starlink satellite service was shut out of the broadband equity program because it's too slow. The very reason why the government is investing in point-to-point fiber service is that no satellite service can compete with fiber when it comes to speed. So Elon will propose the program be cut. Trump will freeze its funds, and that's all that has to happen. Rural people will turn to Elon's Starlink solely from lack of competition. And as Crockett mentions, even when more contracts are given out to Musk and Ramaswamy, Republicans in the Senate will simply turn a deaf ear to accusations of conflict of interest. And it will be easy to do because the headlines will be full of RFK banning yet another vaccine. And that is how the U.S. democracy is going to be handed over to a fascist oligarchy, one step or one contract at a time, while Republicans head fake here and flood the zone there. It's going to take an army to stop them. The bright side is we have 2 years to recruit that army. So let's get started. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.